real quick. Testing, and then you are live.
Hello.
You are listening to KZSM 104.1 FM. San Marcos. I hear the echo Rob was talking about because we got the new antenna. Here, let me turn it down the headphones a little bit. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm here with the owner of 666 Social, Andrea Hernandez. Is that going to be better for the headphones? Mm-hmm. Hey, that sounds good?
Should I release?
Yeah, if you want. You don't have to.
Okay.
It's up to you. Yeah, sometimes I do like the 1 ear type of deal. Sometimes none, but yeah. Thank you, Wiz. All right, now we're rocking and rolling. But yeah, first off, thanks for coming back to the studio. You're just telling me you've been here before.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, anytime. So let's just get into it, man. So you're owner of 666 Social.
I am.
You're saying y'all were in Austin for a little bit, but you've been in San Marcos for about a couple of years now? How long?
About 2.5 years. We opened in January of 2024.
Okay.
But we opened the cafe in April of 2024. Okay. So there was a little lag between getting permits for food and drink and all that stuff.
I got you. And you said it started out with just you selling art back in the day, and then people started bringing like coffee and little drinks.
Yeah, I was in a little like community of shops, and my shop was just my art, and I did really well. But in the like main area, there was an area that for people to convene, and we would show movies, and but people would come and hang out and just bring their coffees and their teas and bring their friends. And I was like, okay, this is a thing. We were already going to close because we were part of the highway expansion of I-35. So there's like 8 miles there. They were getting rid of all the stores. Like I know Austin Chronicle had to move and a bunch of other stores. And so we were part of that. So I already knew I had an end date. So I was looking for another space, and I looked in Austin. I was born and raised in Austin, and I just wasn't feeling it. It didn't feel like home to me anymore. And I had actually worked here in San Marcos for 10 years prior to that. And I was like, no, I really loved San Marcos. And I was like, let me go drive around and check it out. And so everything aligned for me. So I was like, this is where I need to go. Yeah,
and San Marcos definitely has kind of like an older Austin feel. So I've heard.
It does, yeah. It reminds me of the Austin I grew up with. Yeah.
Which is nice. So the 666 is not just a little coffee shop. Y'all got a lot going on in there.
We do, yes.
You want to talk about what else is going on?
So I'm a creepy girl at heart. I love anything creepy. I love, folklore, witches, vampires, goth. Of course, we're a goth coffee shop, and ghost. I'm bigger on ghost and paranormal. Okay. And but I wanted a place where I feel like a lot of those things are separate. When you go to things like you go to a witch shop, or you go to a paranormal place, or you go to just like a goth shop that has clothes and stuff. And I wanted a place that kind of brought it all together, all the weird together, because I feel like all those parts are me, and I feel like a lot of those parts are a lot of people, and not just, I think a lot of people identify as a lot of different things, and that's what I wanted, a place where kind of everyone felt comfortable, a dark place to kind of hang out and chill and, get weird.
Yeah, no. Y'all are open pretty late, too. Is it midnight?
Yeah, we just extended our hours. Before, we were just weekends till midnight, but now we were having to kick people out. And so we're like, I think it's time to extend our hours, because I eventually want to go to 24 hours. And I already asked like the permitting department and I'll see if I could do that, because I'm preparing for the future. But I was like, now's the time to do to midnight. And so that's been working out well for us. I think we started on our anniversary, our 2-year anniversary. So we've been doing it for a month now, and it's been great.
Right on. Well, congrats on that, 2 years. That's
yeah,
really
thank
cool.
you.
So you also have some like interesting artifacts, if you want to call them that. I saw that y'all have like a kid's coffin. Is that true? Is that still there or no?
That is not there
okay.
anymore.
Okay.
We rotated, just like vendors, we rotate paranormal investigators items in there. And we get other guests, which we actually have some things there from another paranormal investigator. Mm-hmm. It's just things that people don't want to house in their house. Yeah. And I feel like it's we have an environment there that's kind of welcoming to ghosts or what you want to call it, and they find it a respectful place. So, and we do create a boundary. I have people that do that kind of stuff and make sure that customers are safe by going in the spot. But we don't have the coffin anymore. Okay. That was a previous. He was there our first year. They were called Parapeculiar. Okay. They're going on tour right now. There actually will be. You can actually see that old. All their haunted stuff will be in San Antonio for the Curious Twins paranormal event that's happening, I think, May 18th. It's May. It's mid-May. I don't remember when. Okay, yeah. But we have a new one, and the paranormal investigator we have is actually local to San Marcos, born and raised. Her name is Sydney Mendoza. Oh. And so most of that stuff there is from her or from my collection, and then from other people that have brought in stuff.
How do you find this stuff? Do you go like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist? Do you antique?
No, well,
it
finds us most of the time. Most things have come from Sydney's adventures and investigating. She's more like a curandera. So a curandera is someone who helps other people with any kind of sickness. So, and it could be paranormal. It could be a lot of entities. And so she'll go to people's houses that are having trouble and kind of try to figure out if they are having some kind of manifestation or not. And then so if they are, she'll clear the space and she'll take out whatever has an attachment.
Okay.
So that's what we have. Most of that stuff is from her doing that. The other stuff we have is mostly from people donating it. Like they don't want it in their house anymore. Yeah. They're moving. They don't want to take it with them. We've had things just dropped off with the letter on it.
Oh, okay, I like that, yeah.
We've had to get rid of things because they were too haunted. Oh. So, and some of those things were donated ones. And so they're like, we can't have, like, it was very ominous. I remember one of them, I got a message on Instagram, I think. They're like, hey, we're moving and I don't want to take this item with me and it's cursed. We think it's cursed. And I was like, okay, fine. And
you are brave.
And I don't touch them. I usually won't touch them until they're like cleansed.
Smart move, yeah.
So I picked it up with a glove and I put it in the room. Mm-hmm. And from then on, it was... People were like feeling sick. I feel like we were all fighting in the cafe.
Oh, man.
And there's all this stuff going. And so everyone was like, it's that cup. It's that cup. So
goodness.
So we got rid of the cup and we gave it to another team who is more prepared to handle it. And since then, we've been fine. So
was it like a little teacup or?
It was. I looked it up. It was made from an artist from the 70s. So it was very weird looking.
That
like
cool.
It looked like it was carved. I don't know what out of, but it was very weird looking. And even the inside had some weird carvings and stuff. And the people that had it, they said they collect mugs. And so they would go to like estate sales or garage sales and they would just find weird mugs and they would collect them. But ever since they got that one, everything was downhill for them.
No more garage sales.
Yeah.
Dang, man. That kind of falls into one of the questions I had, and I'm sure you get asked this a lot, but what's kind of like the oddest object that you've come across? Would it be that cup, or it would be, I'm sure there's other stuff too.
We actually, let me think. What do we have right now? We have a few things. One thing we do have is they said it was cursed, ram. It looks like a ram's head, and it's carved out of wood, and we think it's from Africa, and it came from a customer of the cafe, a regular. They had a friend who was part of National Geographic, and so he had collected this on one of his trips. And since he said ever since he got it, it was just everything was downhill. Like I think he got divorced. He was in the hospital. It just all these weird things were happening. So he got rid of it, and it was very creepy. Like I always accidentally touch it, and it like freaks me out. Oh no! Because it's made. It looks like a ram, and it's painted. But it looks like it has real hair attached to it. Like, I don't know if it's like
that's creepy.
Human hair. It feels real. I don't know if it's like sheep hair, but it's very, very strange. And I think that was one of the strange things we had. That one, when he first dropped it off, I had it in my office. And it would make my stomach upset so much that I couldn't work in there. So I finally had them, like, because it wasn't cleansed or anything, I finally had them do like a cleanse and before we put it out to the public. So now it's fine.
That's good. Yeah.
And then the other thing we got was we recently just got it's a doll from Ed and Lorraine Warren's house. I don't know if you're familiar with who Ed and Lorraine Warren. No. They're popular for like all the Conjuring movies are made after them.
I see. Okay.
So that's they're real people. There's a lot of controversy about who they are and if they were really haunted or if they were just money,
right? Yeah.
Looking for that money. But which we all are, I guess. But I do believe there's some truth to what they were doing. There was probably a lot of non-truth to that too. But they do have a lot of haunted items, and I was obsessed with them when I was little because I'm 44, and there was this 80s movie or show. It was called Friday the 13th, this series.
Oh, okay.
Not a lot of people have heard of it because it was made in the 80s, and it's about these people who own an antique shop, and on the weekends or whenever the time they go and they find haunted items or they go on like cases and then they sell things in their antique shop, but they take all the haunted stuff and they store it in the back. So that show was based off them.
Okay.
And if no one has ever heard it and you're into spooky stuff, please check it out. It's such a great show in the 80s. But that's kind of like my start to that. And so I've kind of followed them and their whole lore. And so recently they're trying to move their museum, I think. So they're selling dolls from there. Okay. And so we got the first release of them, and it's in the shop right now.
Oh, no, freaking
way. So so that was like my it's my pride and joy. And back to like
no, I got you. That's awesome, man. If someone wants to donate something, how would they cleanse it? Because I always hear about the stereotypical sage, holy water. Is there like a process that you recommend, or
I would probably find like a
professional.
Because I honestly don't know how to do it.
I got you. Yeah.
I could probably try.
Yeah.
I do cleanse the shop every once in a while.
Okay.
I feel like it's all about intention. Anything you do is with intention, and you set that whatever that intention is, and that seemed to have worked for me. I'm not a professional. A lot of times when I watch them do it, there is definitely their own whatever faith they believe in that kind of comes into hand or doesn't. Just depending on how you kind of work. I know Sydney, who I work with, she uses a lot of her faith in what she's doing, and so she does prayers and regular cleansing and stuff. I haven't watched a full thing of her doing it, but I've helped her like salt things off.
Oh, dang. Do a little touch here.
Yeah. I've helped with that, like, because we have a wedding dress there, which I know a lot of people have seen the wedding dress, and she can be. We figured out she doesn't like men. And so we have to salt her off sometimes to make sure she. But she's gotten mad at me too. Like when I recently moved everything around and I kept moving her, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
to do it.
And then finally something fell down. I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave you alone for a little bit.
Yeah, no. Take 10. Yeah. Take a little break here. Yeah.
So I would definitely call a professional. Definitely, you can message me, and I can always find you help too if people need help. I know I have a lot of people in my back pocket. So
nice.
Yeah.
Right on. And I hate to ask it. I'm sure you get asked this all the time, but do you have any like ghost stories or experiences?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay. From my experience, and I've learned my whole journey on this crusade of having a cafe and making it haunted and all that stuff. Definitely learn a lot about myself. And so I've learned that most people, when there's ghosts, it's usually because you're haunted. And I knew that for a long time, that I was a haunted person. So I had a ghost at my house, and we just moved from that house. But my mother-in-law, I was used to the ghost, but my mother-in-law had saw him one time and freaked her out. So she went and got a bunch of, what is it called? I don't remember. It's from the church. And so she put it all around, all above each door.
It's like an ointment almost?
No.
Like a cross? Or
it was a palm. I think they're palm leaves.
Oh, okay.
That were blessed at the church. So she lives down in like Los Fresnos, close to Brownsville. So I think there's a big church down there that does a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
So she came back with that and put it all over. And the moment, and I'm not a religious person, the moment that she did that, boom, they were gone.
What?
And
It worked?
I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
And we had lived there already for, I think, 10 years. So every day I would be afraid to go through this one.
Yeah. What would happen? Would he just pop up and be like, hey?
Yeah, it was mostly like shadows, and he would just pop up, and it was you had to pass by this living room just to get to our bedroom. So it was scary every day. And then it just went away. And when I opened up the cafe, but this has been going on before this house. Okay. So since I was little, when I had my first apartment with my first roommate, and my roommate was like, "You have a ghost," and I'm like, "No, I don't." And then I got married, and I lived with my husband's mom for a little while. And she was like, when we finally moved, she was like, "Oh, thank you for taking your ghost." And I never knew what anyone was talking about.
So y'all go way back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so once she blocked them off at my house, and I opened the cafe, they followed me to the cafe. Oh. And so now that's why there's a lot of haunted activity there, because of the items that have followed me throughout my life. I don't know what they are, but I was told recently that I need to find someone to help me get rid of those ghosts. So I'm like, okay.
Okay. Does it bother you at this point because it's been so long?
No.
Or is it just kind of like your little friend? You're like, hey,
yeah.
what's up?
It doesn't bother me at all. I'm used to it now. Wow. It used to scare me when I was younger.
It would scare me.
Yeah. And now it's just like, oh, it's just, it's just funny now to me. So, yeah.
Really So y'all kind of opened during the pandemic, is this right? During COVID, or?
It was 2024.
So, okay.
So I actually quit my job to do my art during COVID.
Okay.
And so that's what led me to here.
Okay. Do you have any advice to like people trying to start their own business? Kind of.
I would. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So if you're not willing to put that work in, I wouldn't try, honestly. But that's what it's going to take. A lot of hard work, a lot of support from your family. I have a husband who supported me, my whole life in doing whatever I want to do. So that was helpful.
Is there like a learning curve to it? Is it like after a year, like, okay, I kind of feel like I got it, and there's like little things, or is it always something like kind of new or something you're trying to change?
There's always something new, and there's always something. I am a very big person who wants change. Like, I love change. That's why we have a new menu every month, and I'm just always going. And so I get really bored, and I have to change things up. But I also am a very big rule follower. So definitely. Whatever you're wanting to do, whether you want to work with food, look up the rules and legalities of what you want to do with food. If you want to have your own shop, or if you just want to do cottage, where you're making it at your house and selling it at markets. So definitely look in to where you want to go and do that. I actually want to have classes at the cafe to show people how to do this, because it can be confusing.
Yeah.
And so my background before I quit my corporate job was I did HR and accounting, but I what I mainly did with that was it was a small company, so I held many hats, but I opened many locations, of that company around the United States.
Okay.
So I would travel, I would hire, and I had to look up all the permitting. I had to do the building. Like I learned all that
I
stuff.
see.
And so doing this was easy for me.
Yeah.
And I know that's not easy for a lot of people, but it's definitely learning, asking questions, whoever you can ask questions. There's so many, especially locally, there's so many places that are willing to help, but it's learning where those places are. Like I know Splash is one of those places.
Okay.
Splash Co-working, I think they're here close to the square.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So Karina that owns that, she's a really big advocate for helping small companies. And so I know she has a lot of like, I don't know about classes, but little things like that to help small businesses. So I would definitely look them up and see what they're doing because they always have something going on.
Nice. That's good to know. Is there ever like a common hurdle or a big hurdle? I'm guessing like with all the food stuff, the food license, or is there other stuff that people don't think about when?
I think if you're gonna go in this by yourself, the biggest hurdle is money.
Yeah,
I want to say.
Yeah, no.
So it depends how high you want to go. So I did this all by myself with my sticker company that I did really well at. Yeah. And that's how I opened it. And that's very hard. Not a lot of people can do that. Yeah. But since I know the laws, I'm a very frugal person. Not frugal, but I grew up kind of poor, and I know how to do things on a dime. Yeah. And so we renovated everything ourselves.
Nice.
We did all the painting. We did all the demo. Like everything we did ourselves. We didn't pay anyone to do that. And so, I mean, we probably saved like $50,000 just right there.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. So that's what I mean by hard work. You know, you have to put in that hard work if you want to do it. If you want to get that done, unless you have, hookups to do that, which some people might have families that are in the construction business or, so you just kind of have to weigh what you want to do and how far you want to go with that.
Yeah. Well, I can say it definitely paid off. It looks great inside. I've been a couple times. I'm like, dang, man. So that's impressive. Y'all did all that.
Yeah, we did everything ourselves. Yeah. And everything I got on Marketplace.
Oh, for real?
All the furniture, even the tables, everything on Marketplace. All the tables we have, I got them for $20 each. And they're from an old nursing home.
Oh, okay.
So they're probably haunted themselves.
Probably perfect.
Yeah.
Going back to the menu real quick, I gotta know, you got like a favorite drink or like maybe like the weirdest drink you like to recommend to people?
My favorite drink is a Mummy's Curse, and it's a chai latte with pumpkin spice. Ooh. So that's I've been addicted to that for the past like 2 months. But weirdest drink, let me see. I think the weirdest drink we have is it's a blue matcha. Okay. And it's when they hear blue matcha, they think it's matcha, like regular green tea matcha. Uh-huh. It's not. It's made from butterfly pea tea. Oh, okay. And so butterfly pea tea is blue, and it's vibrant blue, and it'll change your tongue blue. But when you taste it by itself, because I go through, when I make new menu or anything like that, I taste every single part of it by itself, and then I see how they pair together. So when you taste it by itself, it tastes like peas. No way. Which is, I think to most people can be gross, but I actually love peas.
Yeah, so. I would have to try that. I would have to try that. That sounds good.
So if you drink it by itself with no sweetener or anything, it tastes like peas. Okay. Like a pea with milk. It's kind of gross. And so the fun thing about butterfly pea tea is that it reacts to citric acid. So we have actually 2 drinks that we have that with. It's the Mercury in My Lemonade that is really popular. It's an iced tea that we make with it, and we give you like some lemonade to put in it, and it changes color. It goes from blue to purple.
Oh, that's fun. I love that.
And then so the other one that we can make, it's a latte. That's what we use the matcha version for, and it makes it kind of like thick. It makes the drink thick, but it tastes. It tastes good with vanilla. It tastes good with a lot of different things, and it's just different. It's not your your similar drink that you can kind of get anywhere.
Right, yeah.
And I actually got the idea from that from my sister. She went to London and she showed me a picture of this blue latte she had. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then I had to do so much research. I had to find out how to make it. And it's made kind of like matcha.
Okay.
Well, we make it exactly like matcha, but there's little differences to get the texture right for it to actually get, you know, what it needs to be. But it took me like 2 months to figure it out, and finally I figured it out, and it's a popular hit there.
That's so cool. So you mastered the craft.
Yeah.
I'll have to come by again and try that.
Yeah.
That sounds really good, actually.
It's good, yeah.
Where are y'all located for people who don't know?
We're on Cheatham Street. We're 329 Cheatham Street. We're a couple blocks from the river entrance. Off of CM Allen, but we're right across the street from Patio del Chetto, if anyone's been there. Great wine bar. But yeah, come check us out.
And what type of recurring events do y'all have?
Every third Sunday, we do Sinister Sunday, which is our monthly market.
Nice.
We specialize in only like macabre vendors, so tarot, witchy items, and everything has to be handmade. No AI, no.
I love that.
No, just taking other, or like you get people that are boutiques and then they buy things from other vendors and then they come back and resell. I don't know.
I see. Okay.
That's a little weird to me.
Yeah.
And so to me, my being someone who was doing markets for 5 years is making sure that vendors are making their own items. That it's their stuff, and it's I don't know, but but it has to be macabre or dark or something like that, horror related, because it's hard for someone that I can speak for myself as a darker artist to find a place to sell your things.
Yeah, I know.
And so I only cater to that. I don't let other vendors come that don't do things like that, because they can go to any other market and do well. Yeah. And so this is a place for just those dark artists to be. And so it's worked out. All the vendors always say it's their best market they do, which makes me so happy. And that's what I want to get back, because I got here because people gave me a chance being a vendor, you know.
How would someone go about signing up for that? Would they get in contact with you or someone?
Right now, I do mostly everything through Instagram.
Okay.
I'm currently working on an upgrade on our website. So hopefully that'll be up in the next week or two, where people can start sending emails or whatever through that to sign up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, new website.
Yes.
Trying to go 24/7, which is very cool too. Yes. Any upcoming events that you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, tomorrow night we're halfway to Halloween. This will be the third year we're doing this. It's a Elvira lookalike contest. So if you want to come and be crowned the Queen of Darkness,
let's go.
That'll be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Is it at 7? I believe it's at 7. And I think there's a social hour and then a judging hour. And then we're going to show Mistress of the Dark, Elvira. And then that'll be with local San Marcos drag queen, Smokey Zabornak, who is regular at the cafe. So they host a monthly series called Smokey Screenings. So this is part of that. This is just a bigger event because we are halfway to Halloween now. I don't know if you know that. I think that's today.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Coming up. Got to start counting down the days.
Yeah.
I love Halloween.
Me too.
Okay, last question since I have you here. Do you have a favorite scary movie?
Ooh, I rotate. But right now, my favorite scary movie is Hereditary.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I think that's the last movie I saw before COVID. Like, everything shut down.
Yeah. No.
And I'm a big movie, connoisseur. I grew up in the movies, going to the movies. In high school, I was a projectionist. And so
cool.
I did a lot of things in movies and background movies. And I worked at an indie movie theater, too, in Austin. So, but
which one?
It's not there anymore, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a Cinemark, but it was called Barton Creek Cinema. And if you're around like late 90s to 2000s, early 2000s.
AFS now or no?
No, it's not there anymore. It's like It's like a condo place now.
Ah, boo.
But it was haunted.
Oh.
Yes, it was very haunted.
Of course it was.
Yeah. And so if you drive down there, you can see a little cemetery there.
Oh,
that was right there in the little hidden. It was so scary working there. I was dating my husband at the time. We were just dating. And I would have him come close with me because I worked in projection. Mm-hmm. And that was when we would have to actually do the film, like
sure, yeah, the reels.
Yeah, do the reels, and I would have to make them. I would have to splice them, and so I would be there by myself for hours, and it was so dark, and the hallways were there were
see where this is going.
They were like a football field, and there was 2 stories of it.
Sweat.
And so I would have him come and close with me because I was so scared, and he was like, "Oh, this is scary," and so yeah. But then, so I always love going to the movies, like being in the movies. I love the reaction of being at theater with other people and just that whole getting together for that. And so when I saw Hereditary, I think that was the best response I've ever seen. And if you know what scene I'm talking about, I'm not going to ruin it for anyone. But the gasp and the silence afterwards, it was just amazing in the theater.
Because if it is a scene that I think that you're talking about, which I'm pretty sure it is, it's kind of subtle at first. You're like, huh? And you're like, oh. Yeah. That's a good one. Do y'all still do like movie nights and stuff, or
we've kind of gotten away from it just because it's been we've had a lot of growth, which is great. Yeah. So I'm trying to find balance with that. We're hiring people, getting people trained, and so I actually wanted to get back to that in May for Women's Month, but then April. I'm sorry, because it was International Women's Month. Yeah. And everything just kind of got away from me. But I plan to start it up in June for Pride Month, and so I want to highlight a lot of, I think, horror movies and stuff that are very queer. So I'm excited for that.
I love that so much. I'm excited. Well, thank you again for coming down here. It sounds like you got a lot on your plate, so thanks for making the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we wrap this up?
Just thank you to the community. I love how much everyone loves us. I feel like I'm doing this just out of love and nothing else. And so when I see that everyone else loves it too, it just makes me feel great. So yeah, that's so sweet.
Awesome. Well, on that note, we got some Dollhouse coming up next. Thanks for listening to KZSM. My name is Sid the Kid. We're going to play some tunes here, and we got a Latin Party mix coming up next, so stay tuned.